Hello everybody, welcome to another big pickups video. I'm very excited to show you guys this stuff. Again, like the last pickups video, this is a lot of stuff I've been sitting on that I haven't really shown anybody. Lots of different systems here, games for different systems as usual. And I'm excited because I can show you guys this stuff, and now after doing this video I can actually put it up. So let's get started. I don't think I've shown this in another video, but you guys have seen this game on the channel before. We have XenoCrisis for the Dreamcast. This was sent to me by Bitmap Bureau, and if you haven't seen my other videos about this game, it's pretty much a top-down running gun shooter, kind of reminiscent to like something like a Smash TV for Super Nintendo. So if you played that game, you know what you're getting here. If you haven't played that game, as you can see in the footage here, it's lots of action, really fun game. Two-player co-op mode as well. And be aware in this game too, when I always get mad at the developers for this, but if you want to get the best ending in the game, don't use any continues. But I mean, because I got to the end of the game and I thought I was about to win, and next thing you know, like, it was something crazy. I was like, dude, get out of here. But anyways, really fun game. One of those type of games that forces you to get good at. So it's really a lot of fun, and definitely I would say a lot of old school people would like it as well as well as new folks. But XenoCrisis for Dreamcast, definitely check that one out. Next game here, an NES game, a new one actually. This is Project Blue. This was sent to me, and pretty much you play as a character that escaped from is trying to escape from a laboratory. But to get out of that laboratory, you're going through all these crazy traps, mazes, and just like all these crazy, like just mischievous stuff. It's really what I want to call like one of those games, kind of like it's a hard platformer game, but not really hard. Like, it's not meant to be hard. It's just like, it just challenges you, I would say. Man, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It could be tough for some people. For me, thanks to me, like knowing like a lot of like platform games from back in the day, like playing a lot of stuff, I know I'm kind of familiar with this type of game. I could get a good feel for it. But it's definitely a game that challenges you. So if you like what you're seeing here, it might be something you want to check out. Project Blue. Here it is, Kanagawa. Kanagawa Jet Girls. Hopefully I said that right. I always change up how I say it. It's weird, but anyways, this game was I was looking at this game a long time ago, even before it got announced for America, and it's been a while since I've seen like a water racing game. You know, the last game I really played was Splashdown, and seeing this one, I said, wow, dude, I haven't played one of these games in a while, so I was definitely excited about this game, but I wasn't sure if it would be released in America. And luckily, XSEED Games decided to bring it out over here. So as soon as I saw that, my pre-order went in. You guys know, like, I don't really like buying games when they first come out, but this one, we were lucky to get over here in America. And it's not that I needed to read a lot of the like, it's really text heavy. It does have a lot of story to it. I could have bought the Japanese one, but I preferred to have the story mode in it too, because, you know, if I want to expand upon the game, there's story mode and all that stuff, and I can understand what's going on. But mostly, when you play this game, of course, you're just going to be racing most of the time. Really a lot of fun. It's what I would call a water racing game, but you could attack your enemies in it. And you have two people riding on the seacraft or watercraft, and you have a water gun. You can do these special attacks and stuff like that to stop your enemies by getting certain items in the level as well. So it's kind of like it plays like the Mario Kart games, where you get the item and then you can use it against your opponents. You get like a super move, and you get like just regular moves, of course, too, and different weapons. Really a lot of fun. I don't really use it that much. I usually, when I play a racing game like this, I just try to stay ahead of everybody, taking every shortcut I can so I don't have to fight them. So that's basically what I did in this game. I'm not really into like the battle racing games. It gets on my nerves. I just remember back in the day when racing games, you know, like if you want to get ahead, you took a shortcut or something that you knew, not like by bumping anybody off. But anyways, Kanagawa Jet Girls, definitely something you might want to check out. Next here we have Klaus for the PS4. Hope I pronounced that right. Klaus, yeah, whatever. Anyways, this was sent to me by Hard Copy Games. It's funny about this game because as soon as the game starts, you start in this building and you start this guy's suit and tie, and it reminds me of my friend Marcus. It made me laugh because Marcus was working on the building a couple years ago, and he's still working on it now, actually. And it just, for some reason, this game reminded me of him. Anyways, you play as a guy. He wakes up in this weird building, trying to get out of it, and the game's really quirky and weird. I got to one part of the game where you could only go left, so whatever you did, every command you input it on the controller, you can only go left. So you have to be careful of like traps and everything like that. And that's what you gotta do in this game. It's like a platform game where you're trying to like escape traps and stuff like that. I haven't got too far in the story, so I can't tell you that. But if you like weird games, this is definitely up your alley. Check this one out. All right. So if you guys remember back, I want to say it was the Vegas video where I went to go visit my good friend Sarah, Marlon, and our friends, and we went to a couple game stores, and some game stores didn't. I would say a game store didn't treat me right for the most part. And the game I was looking for, one of my friends actually had, and I'm very excited to show you guys this game. Some of you guys may know what this is by my other videos, but this is Magical Quest 3 for the Game Boy Advance. I owned this game years ago. I bought it when it first came out, and back then, you know, I wasn't really like what I would say, like I wasn't really like attached to my games where I would like appreciate the value and like keep them and everything like that. You know, as soon as I got tired of the game, I ended up trading it off. You know, that's what I did for other games. That's why we didn't pay much for other games. But my buddy Justice, he actually owned this game, got it when no one cared about it, and we did a trade for it. So Justice, if you're watching, man, thanks for hooking this up, man. I appreciate you. This is the game that I went to the store where they raised the price on me on the product, so it was hilarious. But it ended up working out for me because I ended up being able to trade for it from a friend. So awesome to have this again. And I should have just went into the gameplay. I'm sorry, I've been yammering on about the game. The game is a platform game. If you know the Magical Quest series, which actually started on the Super Nintendo, this, of course, is a sequel. It plays like those games, but you have Donald Duck in it and everything. It's two-player co-op. I actually feel like this is better than the Castle of the Illusion series and World of Illusion games. Well, games, but game each. But that could be up for a debate, you know. But like I said, Capcom was really putting out a lot of cool titles back in the day. You could tell they put a lot of care into this game. It's definitely, if you look at the sprites and all that stuff. Yeah, Magical Quest 3, definitely a really solid platformer. I think it's one of the best ones out there. It's definitely in my top 20. But if you like the gameplay you're seeing here, you might want to pick it up as well. Honestly, if you do want to pick this game up, I would say try to get the Super Nintendo version. Get a repro of that, or you could buy the original Japanese release, because this game was only officially released in America on the Game Boy Advance. But there is an English translation for the Super Nintendo version, so if you have access to repros like that, definitely look for the Super Nintendo one, because this one's kind of expensive. Let's say really expensive. In box it is. I don't know how much the cart goes for by itself, but still, just letting you guys know. All right. So the next amount of games I'm going to show you guys here are Xbox One games. So hopefully you guys get excited for that. I decided to start collecting for Xbox One because I felt like Xbox had some good exclusives on the system, and when I decided to get an Xbox One X, I'll have these games. So let's see here. I got Sunset Overdrive for the system. Insomniac's first game. That's not Sony, I guess. Or maybe, yeah, this is the first game for Xbox either way. The creators of Ratchet and Clank. I was told to pick this one up. I don't know too much about it, but it was $5. I said, hey, why not? You know, while it's cheap, you know, you never know when the game's going to go up or not. Next one here, Quantum Break, which is a game I always wanted to play. This, I mean, this game is like, I don't know. Like I said, I've seen the actor on here and everything, and I know I like the FMV scenes that this game has in it. I know I was told by some people that if you play this game on the Xbox One X, make sure you install it to the hard drive so the game kind of plays a little bit better. It won't have that much loading time, which is what I do with most of my games when I have the opportunity. But Quantum Break, if you like the footage you're seeing here, might be something you want to pick up. Let me know what you guys think of this game as well, because man, I can't wait to play this one. I just got to get an Xbox One X first. Next one here, Dead Rising 3. I love the Dead Rising series, and I was hoping this one would come to the PS4 because, you know, all I have is a PS4, but I said forget it. You know, get this one. I got this at GameStop for cheap. It was like $10, I think, and I pretty much have all the Dead Rising games now. They're a lot of fun. They're really fun games. My least favorite one is actually the first one because for some reason I don't like Frank West that much, but but the sequel's like Chuck. I like Chuck. Chuck is cool. You know, but maybe I like Frank. I like Frank better in the fourth game, which is kind of weird. But they changed his character up a lot in that one. But anyways, Dead Rising 3, a good story, and definitely if you play Dead Rising 2, it kind of connects with each other. So pretty cool stuff. But Dead Rising 3, Xbox exclusive. The main reason I wanted to get an Xbox One X, Rare Replay. I picked this up, and I gotta be honest with you guys. There's only one game I was really itching for on this collection, and that was Super Battletoads. Battletoads, the arcade game. I remember when I first saw that game when I was a kid, and I was like, man, I can't believe Battletoads has an arcade game. I did not know about this because, you know, information back then was scarce. You know, there wasn't really internet and stuff like that you could have access to find out what was happening. So I found out about that game by chance. Was blown away by the violence and how it was a beat 'em up, and it was a great experience. And that game never got a console release. It was supposed to get a console release for the Super Nintendo, but since the arcade didn't do that well, they kind of they said they canceled it, even though the game was complete. So there might be a ROM out there somewhere, you know, of the complete game. I would love to see that. But either way, Battletoads the arcade game is on here, so main reason I got this. Next two games here, each other. State of Decay Part 1 and 2. Now, I played the original State of Decay on the Xbox 360 and I liked it, and I was getting pretty far in it, but I got caught in a glitch, and my character that I was using that I hadn't got killed in the game, and I was so mad about that. I was like, dude, forget this, man. The game had registered like I got killed like fairly and gave me another character to use. I was like, I got attached to using this character, so how you just gonna take him out like that through a glitch? So I was just really pissed, so I put the game down, but I decided to give it another chance. But when I found out about this version, I said I'll start over and play this one because I like playing the physical media and everything like that in this upgraded version. So went with that one, and I'm very excited to play Part 2 as well. So State of Decay. And next up here, another game I really wanted on the system. I was hoping this would come to PS4, but unfortunately, I don't think that would ever happen. This is Recore Definitive Edition. They're both the same game. I mean, Recore, when you put that in there, you'll get the Definitive Edition because it'll download a patch. And the Recore Definitive Edition, with everything embedded on the disc, you know, I just really like the games that much to where I wanted to get this one. This is kind of like what I would say if Mega Man Legends 3 got was a really AAA game, it would probably play like this. So that was my main motivation for getting this game. So hopefully it won't let me down. I don't think it will because I'm usually a good choice. I mean, a good pick about these type of games. So excited to play this one when I get an Xbox One X. And that concludes all of my Xbox One games. So good to go. Now we're gonna start going down the list here. I want to start with the PS2 stuff. So I have a crate here. I try not to make it fall over as I take stuff out. I think it's in place now, but anyways. Alright, so next game here is Critical Velocity. Don't say Criminal. Found this by chance at my local game store. I had my eye on this one for a while, and I was gonna buy it online, but with the whole like COVID thing happening, I was like, man, forget it, because you never know. They don't have no tracking over there, and then the tracking for stuff. I mean, if you wanted to buy stuff from overseas, the shipping was like $20, and I was like, forget that, you know. But anyways, found it at my local store. Happy about that. And like I said, you're seeing the footage here. You know what you're getting into. It should have been one of those games that came to America, and unfortunately, Namco said, nah, we're not doing that. So, anyways, so this game here, I did a trade. These next three games I'm going to show you here. Well, two games. Yeah, two games I'll show you here. I did do a trade. My buddy Cliff, we did a trade for King of the Fighters NeoWave for PS2. This actually came out on the Xbox in America, but I wanted the PS2 version of the game because I have the bulk of my King of the Fighters games on the PS2, and I wanted this one as well. So this is the PAL version in English. Plays really well. Like I said, the King of the Fighters. This is like a King of the Fighters game. It's like what you would call a dream match, pretty much. The final boss is actually a young Geese Howard, but has lots of cool unlockable characters. Definitely an experimental game. but definitely worth picking up. And also, like I said, if you guys want to pick up the American version, it is on the regular Xbox. Next game here, 10,000 Bullets. Now this one was a hard one to find for a good price, but luckily Cliff found it for a good deal, thankfully, and I was able to play it. The game played weird at first. I wasn't very good at it until I learned how to lock on to your enemies. You got to lock on to everybody pretty much. But think about if that movie Hard Boiled was like kind of like a dancing movie with guns. This would be it right here. These guys jumping off buildings, shooting guns, and just doing all these weird stunts and everything. It's pretty hilarious stuff, but definitely a game worthy of the PS2 era. Definitely experimental, really fun. It takes a minute to get used to. Like I said, you got to get used to the aiming system. And once you do that, the game is cake. Well, I shouldn't say it's cake, but it's better. You fight crazy bosses and it's insane stuff. But 10,000 Bullets for the PS2, definitely something people might want to check out if you want to look at something different. So those are 2 games that I got from him. I'll show you one more in a minute. Actually, I should just grab that last one he sent me if I can find it here. So the last one, where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. So last one me and Cliff did. Uh-oh, I gotta make sure that doesn't fall. There we go. Ugh. The last one he sent me was White Knight Chronicles Origins for the PSP. So this is the a prequel game, obviously. And I had been looking at this for years, but I never pulled the trigger on it. So we found a copy. I actually broke the seal on it during a live stream. And if you like the White Knight Chronicles games, they're action RPGs, I would say. Very it's hard to describe how they are, but in a way, because it's like you play as a character, but your character's not the main character. Your character's kind of assisting the main character that you can't control in the series, and they're the White Knight. It's all over the place. But anyways, still pretty cool. Another cool IP that Sony created that didn't really take off. But the PSP version is definitely the unique one because no one knows it. A lot of people don't know this exists. So if you're a White Knight Chronicles fan, you might want to check this one out. Alright, so Kitsuruken Jim, he found a game for me in Japan that I've been looking for years, and I found it over the years, but I just never pulled the trigger on it. You know, it wasn't that expensive back in the day, but still, I guess I was just a cheapskate. But he found a copy for me, and it was pretty cheap, thankfully. And this is Metal Slug 3D for the PS2. Now, Metal Slug 3D is a very story-driven 3D Metal Slug game. It plays like Metal Slug, but in 3D pretty much. And it bridges the gap between Metal Slug Part 1 and 2. So it's like in between those games, and it introduces the other 2 characters. I like this game a lot, even though it didn't hit a lot of good ratings with people. You know, of course, they prefer the 2D ones, but still, it was nice that they experimented with a 3D one. So it did come to America, but this game is actually all the dialogue is in English, which is cool. So they had plans to release it in America, but I guess when it didn't do well in Japan, they kind of scrapped that idea. But I think you should take a chance on it. This was celebrating SNK's 10th anniversary, and like I said, I'm a big Metal Slug fan, so I think it's worth picking up, especially now. But make sure you pay the price you want for it. So yeah. All right, next game here, Area 51. My buddy from GG Retro Gaming hooked this one up. I've been looking for this game for quite a while, and I didn't pull the trigger on it a couple years ago. I think I actually had it a couple years ago, but I gave up on it because you can't change the controls in this game, which was really annoying to me. But I got used to them, and the game's actually a good first-person shooter. I'm gonna say the story is very story-driven in a way. Don't want to reveal too much of the story for you, but it has to do with like a lot of crazy aliens and stuff like that. Obviously, you can tell that by the title, and it's one of those unique games that never really took off. You know, this game even had an online mode back in the day. I wonder how that used to be. But Area 51 for the PS2. This is back when Midway was still a publisher. And I used to love Midway back in the day, man. Too bad they went under, but obviously you guys know that situation. But Area 51 for the PS2, also available for the Xbox. Alright, digging through here some more. Damn, there's a lot of stuff in here, man. Oh, God. Alright, so here we have Eliminator for the PS1. This is like a combat racing game, I think. I didn't really get to play too much of it because my disc was scratched up. So I was like, damn it, dude, what the hell? But I got to get this buffed out. But if any of you have played this game, you're seeing the footage here. Let me know what you think of this one. I found out about this game like randomly, and I was like, wow, you know, like I want to check this one out because I'm kind of back on a PS1 kick again, looking for games I didn't find out about when I was younger. Next, we got Future Cop for the PS1. Future Cop is actually a really fun game. It's kind of weird because back when I was younger, I judged games by their covers pretty much, and seeing this cover, I was like, what the hell is that? Like, it didn't look like anything I'd be interested in. But now after playing it, I was like, this game was hella fun, man. So I'm glad I have it now, either way. But man, I wish I had picked up on it years ago. But Future Cop, top-down shooter. Basically, you're in I don't want to say a mech, but you're in this robot machine, and you're kind of like taking out criminals, pretty much. It's not as simplistic as it looks. You know, you have your arsenal of weapons, and you go to different areas to take out certain intruders. But it's pretty much go to point A to B, take care of this enemy right here, and so on. At least that's how it was to me in the beginning. But maybe it gets deeper than that as you get further in. But Future Cop for the PS1. Next up, it's Sledstorm. I can't believe I passed this game up back in the day. Playing it now, I mean, this is pretty much the only snowmobile game I've ever played before. It's pretty much like a well, honestly, it's snowmobile or whatever like that, so it's pretty much like that. But what really like tripped me out about this game is that it's like the soundtrack is on point. Like the track Sparkle and Shine, and that track is on point. Definitely a good game though. I'm just kind of disappointed that I didn't find out about this game years ago, because I would have put way more time into this back in the day than I am now. But either way, I'm happy to have it now. It does have a somewhat sequel on the PS2. I don't know if that one is as good, but I'll be looking for that one. But man, this game is like one of those racing games where, like I said, you don't have to worry about like attacking your opponent. Like, the way to beat everybody is by taking those shortcuts and cutting corners and everything like that really well. So definitely a fun game. Let me know what you guys think about this one. All right, I got Rayman Origins on the Vita. Rayman Origins pretty much is like a throwback to the old school Rayman games. If you remember Rayman Part 1, pretty much like that. And it kind of uses ideas from the canceled Rayman 2. A lot of people don't know about Rayman 2. The original Rayman 2 was a 2D game, but they canceled it. So going through the background and the foreground was a gimmick in that game, and they added it to this one, I believe. Or it could have been Legends, I don't know. I think they added it to this one, but either way, if you like the first Rayman game, you'll definitely like this one. Okay. Alright, hope you guys like the Nintendo Switch games, because here are some right now. I walked into my local GameStop, and they had Skullgirls for the Switch. Now, Skullgirls is a fighting game I've been following for years. I originally got it on PS3 back when Konami published it, if you guys remember that version. And they really expanded on the game to get it where they wanted to. So it's very impressive to see it now on like a lot of modern systems like PS4 physical. Even has a copy on the Vita. And now you're seeing the Switch version. The Switch version is probably one I would play mostly now because I like playing games on the go. This one is definitely one of them. But really great hand-drawn animations. You can tell the game kind of took inspiration from games like Street Fighter Third Strike and a couple other ones I can't think of right now. But you know what's funny? I know a lot of people go by tier list in games and stuff like that. But you know, my characters that I love in that game are the lowest tier characters in the game, and I still do pretty good with them. At least I think. You know, it's not like I go online to fight people or anything. But the computer gives me enough challenge because I'm pretty much a casual gamer when it comes to fighting games now. But if you want to know what my favorite characters in the game is pretty much Parasol and freaking Pinwheel. I love Pinwheel, but she's got to be you got to tag her up with somebody, because if you play with her by yourself, this is one person, man, you'll have a hard time getting close to your opponents. But anyways, guys, Skullgirls for the Switch. All right, so here we have Everspace for the Switch. I found this at Walmart for like $13, or it might have been cheaper than that if I remember. But pretty much it's like an arcade like flying game, kind of like, it reminds me of Star Fox in a way. So I definitely want to try it out. Like I said, I don't really know too much about it yet. I played it briefly on PS4, and I definitely want to get more into the series. But if you see this one out there, I think you should definitely pick it up. I think Jason actually talked about it in one of his videos, and he went into really good detail about the game. made me want to get it. So, anyways, check your local Walmart for a lot of games they're trying to get rid of because they're going out on the cheap. All right, I'll save this last Switch game because I have to compare it with another. All right, we are down to some PS3 games too. So here we go. Battlefield 3, I got for 99 cents. I couldn't pass it up. I played a lot of first person, like war games, pretty much. But I gotta give it up to DICE, the publisher DICE, man. They really know how to make something that's what I want to say is realistic to what real modern war would be like, our battle and stuff like that. This game really captured a lot of stuff really well, especially in the single player mode. And it still has an active online community, which is awesome after all these years. So that's really cool. But I love the cover out of everything too. That cover is sick. You gotta admit. Going to that city, the tank, the soldier walking in the middle. That's on point. That's like one of the best covers I've seen. But like I said, a lot of you guys have probably experienced this game, so let me know what you think about it. Call of Juarez, Bound by Blood. I picked this up because the people from Techland made this game. The creators of Dead Island, and I just wanted to try it out. It was on the cheap. Not really much I can say about it. I mean, I talked about it in Before They're Gone video, but it's like I said, it's one of those games that's not going to be brought out on another system. It's going to stay on the it'll live and die on the PS3. So I said, you know what? Let me pick it up now, because in case I want it later or whatnot. So there's that one. Don't laugh at me for getting this game. I talked about it in the Before They're Gone video that I probably put out before, not after this video, hopefully. But it was $5. Survival horror, The Walking Dead instinct or survival instinct. Look, man, God, I always try to find something to say good about a game, and it's good about this game. They got the original voice actors back in it that did the characters, but let's just skip this one for now, guys. You see the gameplay here. You judge for yourselves. Walking Dead Survival Instinct. All right. So I'll probably get bashed for this next one too. Alien Colonial Marines. I got this game originally when it first came out, and I didn't really notice all the bad bugs it had and problems it had. I was just so excited to play it because it was a 4-player co-op game I could play with friends, and you could detect the aliens or whatnot like that. But I ended up giving out my copy because nobody wanted to play it with me, and you can understand why, I guess. The game had such a development cycle. It was developed by all these different people and just thrown around, and they finally came out with the final version of it. And you could tell the game was meant to come out years ago before its initial release, but it just had a lot of problems with it. It has some good stuff going on with it, especially the intro when you're introduced to well, I don't want to say all that, but like I said, I got it for the 4-player co-op. But hey, if anybody wants to play online with me, let me know, and maybe we can play it and enjoy this game together. But I'm not gonna go in it too hard. It's just, yeah. All right. Next up, we have Aliens vs. Predator for the PS3. I always wanted to play this game, and I felt like this one is actually really good because you get to play as the campaign of the alien, the humans, and the Predator. So it kind of mixes it up, and then there's the online mode. Don't know if it's still active. It probably is, but still, I think this was a good this was a good game because you could play in different ways. In the different ways being it's the different characters, alien, Predator, and the humans pretty much. Where the enemies, where humans depend on heavy artillery, weapons, stuff like that. The Predator does stealth attacks and craziness like that, and the alien just hides, stalks you, just tears you apart. Pretty crazy stuff. But yeah, definitely something people want to check out. It's a really unique game that kind of got expensive on the PS3, and luckily I found it cheap from a friend's store. So yeah, check this one out and let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. One of the last PS3 games I got from a GameStop store was Star Trek, based off the movie. 2-player co-op game online, offline as well, because I think it does the screen thing. PlayStation 3D compatible, which is cool too. If 3D is still a thing by the time this video comes out. But like I said, I wanted to play it co-op with somebody. I know the online's still active, so hopefully me and Joel play this maybe on a live stream or something like that. But It's one of those summer action games that, you know, just I don't really know too much about it. It looks fun. Namco published it, so you know, I said, you know, why not? And it was on the cheap too. So, but like I said, hey, you know, if you're seeing the footage, if you're liking what you see in the footage here, you possibly might like it. But if not, let me know in the comments what you think about this one. All right, 2 games here. One of my friends is actually doing a video about goth games, and he was looking for some PS3 ones, and I definitely thought of this game here, The Darkness, and Part 1 and 2 for the PS3, also available for 360. I got into these games pretty late, and the story in this game, as you guys know about the dude and his girlfriend, pretty sad stuff, but the game is really unique, man, especially the second one with the cel-shaded graphics and everything like that. Very violent and very dark, I would say. I don't ever hear people talk about this game. You know, it's kind of sad and everything, but I don't think it's forgotten. It just didn't. It came out when it kind of got overshadowed by other stuff, I would say. But like I said, like I've said before all the time, if you like the footage you're seeing here, The Darkness is definitely something you might want to pick up. I'm looking forward to getting into it. The first one is so old that it doesn't even have a trophy system, which is pretty funny. You guys remember when the PS3 first came out, they didn't have trophies available. They didn't add that until later, so there's that. This is Portal Part 2 for the PS3. I picked this one up because I said, hey, they're probably not going to make this on any other systems, being that Valve is doing like only Steam releases and stuff like that. So I decided to pick this one up. Main reason for the co-op action in it. I remember when this game came out, I believe, is when the PlayStation Network got hacked. So this game came out and nobody was able to play online or whatever like that. Or maybe that was after. I can't remember when it exactly. It was around that time that happened. You guys remember how crazy that was. But it looks like a game that I would definitely want to try out at least. You know, if it's close to Half-Life, being Half-Life awesome, then I'll probably like it. So Portal 2. Next game here. Now we're going to the PS4 stuff. And next game here is let me read the whole title. Sayonara Wild Hearts for the PS4 and the Switch. That's why I have the last Switch game for this. So I picked this game up because first of all, I found out that Queen Latifah did the narrating for the game, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then I looked at the game, and it's not really. It's what I would want to call a cinematic experience for a game. You know, it doesn't play like many other games. It plays like, well, I guess it could play like certain games, but it's like, don't want to say an acid trip or nothing like that, but it's like a dream, and you pretty much like, you know, dreams are very like, they could be very vivid sometimes, or just very like, you don't remember anything. It kind of reminds me of something you would see in a dream pretty much. You play as a young lady. She falls out of her apartment building. She ends up like on the road, like I think like you're like riding on a motorcycle first, and then like you're doing all this other stuff. It's like really crazy stuff. It's really fun though. It's definitely an experience for people. It's not a hard game at all. It's just like something that the music is really going to drive you in the game pretty much. The cool music it has. But I don't know how to describe this game any more than that. I mean, you guys, maybe somebody in the comments could kind of explain the game, but it is definitely a unique experience. So if you like weird games, that might be something you want to check out. I actually got my copies at Best Buy. Alright, next up here, Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise. I believe this is going to be a part of, the story is like a lost story from the Fist of the North Star lore, I would say. But the game is like it plays like an upgraded Yakuza game. It is a lot of fun. I couldn't believe like how compelled I was to play this game. I only planned on playing it for a certain amount of time when I first got it, when I first turned it on. Ended up playing like for 3 hours, and the voice acting, the moves, it just really comes into place. So I'm happy to have this game. I picked it up for cheap at GameStop. Got it for like $15, I believe. It's definitely something that I'm happy got released over here in America. Hopefully it did well. You know, maybe we'll get a sequel or something like that. But I love the Fist of the North. The Fist of the North Star was the first, like one of the first like martial arts animes that really took off. At least I feel like it took off. I mean, Dragon Ball took inspiration from this series, I think. You know, but anyways, Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise. Check that one out. All right, so Destiny Connect, TikTok Travelers for the PS4. I always say I've been watching this game, but I never paid attention to it too much. So what I want to say about this one, if you like turn-based RPGs, or you know someone who wants to get into turn-based RPGs, like maybe like a kid who wants to get into RPGs, you could definitely start them off with this one. It has that kind of like what I want to say, like a Disney look to it and everything like that, like a Disney characters and stuff like that. Maybe it really feels like it's something like that, out of a Disney book or something like that, or a cartoon or whatnot. You play as a girl. She has to go visit her friend or whatnot, and then something happens in the town where everything gets like time stops pretty much, and these monsters come after her, and it's pretty cool stuff. But like I said, the battle system is pretty simple. The old school turn-based RPGs. I don't know how deep the story gets, but it's definitely interesting. An interesting game that people might want to check out. So Destiny Connect for the PS4. Alright, so next we have Code Vein for the PS4. This game, my buddy hooked me up with. You guys know Entry Gaming John. He found these at Walmart for like $8 or $9, whatever like that. So he bought a couple for a giveaway, and he wanted to send me and Joel. I think Joel got one. I don't know if Joel got one, man. Joel's when it comes to like games and stuff like that, man, he wants to get them extremely cheap. So Joel will probably get this when it becomes $2. By the way, John sent me one, and I played the game. I was like, man, this is actually pretty cool, and you can play online with people is even cooler. The story is pretty weird though. I don't know what's going on, but I did start to get interested in it. And then when you can play with people online, I was like, man, heck yeah, I can't wait. So, but anyways, Code Vein. Next up here, Battlefield Part 1. Battlefield Part 1, I took a chance on it because it was $3. I said, why not? And this is basically going back to like World War I, I believe, when they introduced tanks and grenades. Those were the big scary things in those wars. Well, definitely both of them. Shit, you see a tank or a grenade, man. Yeah. But actually, this is made by DICE, the same people who made Battlefield 3, and man, I'm telling you guys, they took off with another one. Seriously, they really know how to do war games and make it like how that experience probably would be. I mean, shit, dude, this game's amazing just by the whole single player mode. I haven't got that far in it, but you pretty much play as different characters going through a war pretty much in different time. I don't want to say different timelines, just different people with different experiences and stuff like that. So, pretty cool stuff. Next up here, next two games were sent to me by my buddy G Nasty. He hooked these up out of kindness of his heart. He had an extra copy of Fahrenheit, which is also known as Indigo Prophecy, that came out on PS2 and Xbox. This was the first game by David Cage that was more like that cinematic experience, like you're kind of like adventure type game, I would say. At least I know of. I know he has that other game on Dreamcast, but I don't count that apart as the David Cage series. But this game is actually really good and very deep. I played it back on PS2 back in the day. I was one of the people who out of my friends, I was the one that actually went out and explored like certain games that were coming out. No one knew about this game, and I played it, enjoyed it. When I introduced it to the friends, they loved it too. The only thing I have with this game, that's the ending of the game. You can kind of tell that they might have ran out of budget for it or whatnot. They did close the game out. Don't think it doesn't have an ending. It has 3 endings actually, but you could tell like they had to rush it out or whatnot. They had to get it done so they could make their money on it. But either way, an amazing experience. If you like games like Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, which is actually my favorite one, you would definitely like this game. So definitely check this one out. I believe this is published by Limited Run. They got a chance to it, but you can download it on the PSN if you can't get a physical for it, or if you can find the Xbox and PS2 versions, you can grab those as well. Next up, we have Stranger Things 3, based off Season 3. Stranger Things series, I don't really care for. I like the whole look of the 80s and everything like that, but after Season 1, I kind of fell off. I felt like my reason for watching that series was because of Dr. Branner, but once he was out of the series, or maybe he'll come back, I don't know. I kind of fell off from it. I didn't even finish Season 3 yet. I got halfway through it and I was like, man, I'm good, dude. Like, and by the time Season 4 comes out, those kids are going to be like teenagers. They're going to be grown, dude. This is hilarious. So they're going to look way different on Season 4. But anyways, the game plays like a top-down isometric, what I'm going to say, you could kind of compare it to Zelda, or maybe a top-down beat-em-up, I would say. You get a weapon, and you just kind of go through the story mode, I guess, of the first the third season, pretty much. start off going to a movie theater, you're trying to sneak in, got to find a way in or whatever, kill some rats, you know, do people some favors, and boom, there you go. But it definitely captured that 8-bit or 16-bit look of the old school type games. So people who like Nintendo and Super Nintendo games, they'll definitely feel right at home with this one. But like I said, let me know what you guys think of this one, because the Stranger Things series, man, I don't know where they're going with it, man. I'm definitely one of those people that's kind of like been skeptical of it, but yeah, that's it. Maybe that's just me. All right, winding down. Whoa, actually not winding down. We got a lot more to go here. PS2 game I actually put down on accident. I forgot to show you guys. This is a King of Fighters Orochi Saga. This actually came out on the PS2, PSP, and the Wii here in America, but it was emulated. That version was emulated because they wanted to add more games into it to make it feel like a more complete package or whatever, and properly, pretty much. So getting this version right here, the games of King of Fighters 95, 96, and 97 are arcade perfect, and they add their arranged soundtrack modes, which is one of the reasons I really wanted to get it. So got this, happy about that. King of Fighters is a fighting game, you guys know, so I don't really have to explain too much to you about it. If you don't know about King of the Fighters, you must be a part of the Z generation, they call them now. I don't know, but or Zen, or I don't know, who knows. But anyways, King of Fighters 95, 96, 97, definitely one of my favorite fighting games of all time. I really like King of Fighters. Well, it always changes, but King of Fighters has that story driven. My favorite one is King of Fighters 2003. But these old school ones are really good too. The series really started to change. Started getting your combos in there and stuff like that. So definitely worth getting. All right. More PS1 games. Okay, so here is Cyberspeed for the PS1. This is a weird racing game where you're kind of like hooked on a railing, and you have to dodge these. You have to just dodge these mishaps to kind of get ahead in the game. You shoot your enemies and you kind of slow them down, whatever like that. But it's just really, you could tell us this is more of a showpiece for the PS1 when it first came out. I believe this was the first launch date title. It might not have been, but it's definitely an early PS1 game where they were trying to impress people. But with the way the game looked, but the way it plays is really weird. It's something to get used to, but I could imagine this game looking outstanding back in the day. So it's definitely a good showpiece for the system. But I'm not good at it, so maybe if I get better, I'll be able to explore more with the game. But as of right now, it was not really. I'm not good at the game at all, and I came in like 4th place. Next up here is Cyber Sled for the PS1. Jason talked about this in the video, and I looked at that game. I said I always seen the cover, but I never took interest in it. So I decided to pick it up. After he did his video, I found the game for $15 used online. So I was like, heck yeah! So Cyber Sled, it's like it's a robot game, arena game, pretty much. You get in your robot, and the other player gets in there. So you're kind of in this arena, just kind of shooting at each other. Very simplistic, but it takes you got to be like you can't just go out and like attack your enemy. You have to kind of like shoot them high, go try to like sneak up behind them pretty much, and like just gotta be tactical, I guess. But definitely an arcade, good arcade arena game. Glad I got it for $15 because now people try to charge $44 and up for it. So there's that one. All right, yes, we are winding down here. Woo! I got some more straggling PS4 games in here. Okay, well, we'll get to these in a bit. We'll get to these. Well, let's start with some Xbox 360 games. What do you guys think about that? So I don't know if I talked about this in another video, but here is the Fear Files for the Xbox 360. Pretty much, it's an expansion of the first Fear game. The story goes in a different direction, and this was the physical version was only available for the Xbox, so I wanted to pick this one up. Xbox 360, excuse me. I wanted to pick this one up because I'm a big fan of the Fear series. Probably in my next pickups video, you guys are going to see a crazy Fear item that I recently got, so I'm very excited to show you guys that one. But anyways, Fear Files, scary first-person shooter based off the original Fear, where you deal with Alma, the crazy little girl. And I don't want to go too much of the story, but the Fear games, if you haven't played them, they are awesome, especially Fear Part 2. I think Fear Part 2 is one of the best Fear games out there. I picked up Ninja Gaiden 2 for the Xbox 360. Reason being, I have the game on the PS3, But that version is kind of a toned down version of this one. This one has more enemies on the screen, more violent, very violent game. I mean, you tear your enemies apart in this game. PS3 one kind of toned that down, but they did add playing as extra characters in that game. But I wanted to pick this game up because I figured it would look better, really good on the Xbox One X or whatnot. I think there's a patch for it to where it looks better, or maybe the game just really looks outstanding on that system. But I wanted to pick it up before it became like possibly sought after, because they're not making any more Ninja Gaiden games right now. Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge seemed to be the last one. That was like 7-8 years ago now. So yeah. But anyways, got this game. Next up here, Dead Space 3, which I got for like the same reasons. When you play this on an Xbox One X, and it just looks a lot better. Fear 3 got a lot of flack because people said it wasn't scary. EA kept messing with the whole series and doing microtransactions and whatnot. But honestly, the developers were still able to make us a really good Dead Space game. And Dead Space 3, I mean, is more exploration than the other ones, but I think it's really good. I think Dead Space 3, what really like bothered me about the series that they went on with sequels, that the main character starts to talk. You know, the first game he doesn't talk. Second game he talks. Okay, I mean, I understand how he talks in that one, but then the third game he's talking about his love life and stuff like that. Like, dude, like, shut the hell up, man. You trying to survive. But I'm looking forward to playing this with one of my good friends, Kyle. Man, hopefully he gets ready to play this, man. He keeps putting me off. He thinks I don't notice, man. But we gotta play this game, man, and beat it together, because you're gonna have a good time with it. But Dead Space 3, really solid game out of the Dead Space series. 99 Nights for the Xbox 360. Picked this up because it was $3. Don't know too much about it, but forgot what else I was gonna say about it. You know, I guess it's like a Dynasty Warriors type game. Maybe not. You guys will let me know. It did get a sequel that I was looking for that I couldn't find, but yeah, 99 Nights. Yeah, I picked it up. I don't know what else to say about it. Alright, next up we have Ace Combat Assault Horizon for the 360. I picked it up because I was hoping it would be compatible with the Xbox One X eventually, maybe an upgrade or whatnot. I feel like Microsoft is going to start the backwards compatible program again in the future, and they might add this game on there. I believe that the other Ace Combat games on that list, but this one's not on there yet. So hopefully they'll add this one on. I don't care what anybody says about this game. This is like Ace Combat meets Call of Duty. It's a lot of fun. And a lot of people that got mad about this game, the smart thing they did is not add a sequel number on it. Like, if they added a number on this, I can understand why people got mad, because it's different from the other games. But they added the subtitle Assault Horizon, kind of like separated it from the other games. It was going to be something different. So the footage here, if you like what you're seeing here, is definitely an action-packed game. You can even play this game online. I don't know if you can still play it online now, but still, definitely probably will be my all-time favorite Ace Combat game just for the action. But check this one out if you see it out there. I picked up Dead the Rights for the GameCube because it was $6, and Dead the Rights, I played the hell out of it on PS2, and you know, I just looked at it as like another chance to get another GameCube game. You know, the GameCube experience now is a lot better if you play it with like an HDMI adapter that they have for them now, which makes the games look a lot better. So I wanted to experience this game like that. So this game is very deep. You're a cop, it gets framed, you get put in jail. The game is all over the place with the story mode, but it's a good story mode. So Dead the Rights, definitely check this one out, especially if you find it on GameCube. Another PS4 straggler here. So this is Marvel Avengers for the PS4. Module Cell hooked the media glitch up with copies of this game. Joel and John decided to get digital copies, but I wanted to get the physical copy. I did a video about it because I bought it, and it said online you have to be online to play the game. I thought it was just for the multiplayer mode, but it actually, you have to be online to even play the story mode, which is crazy. You have to download a patch to play online. I was like, wow, dude, that's insane. But anyways, Marvel Avengers, it's a fun game. Definitely something I'm looking forward to playing with Media Glitch family. You play as a girl that's kind of like trying to well, I can't go too much of the story, but you play as a girl that's kind of like finding her way, and she ends up with superpowers, and she kind of like meets the Avengers and stuff like that. It's actually a high production value game. I was very impressed, and especially Joel was impressed too with the production values they put in this game. They definitely got to put high production values in a Marvel game. I mean, seriously, Marvel is hot right now, especially with the Infinity Gauntlet movie that came out and all that stuff. So they want to keep this on point. But anyways, Marvel Avengers. All right. Another GameCube game I forgot to talk about a while back. Beach Spikers Volleyball for the GameCube. Volleyball made by AM2. The people who brought us the Outrun series, so you know it's going to be good. Hey, this game makes volleyball fun. I was about to say volleyball. That's what I used to call it back when I was a kid, like volleyball is volleyball. But it's definitely will bring like fun to the series, I think. If you don't like volleyball games, this one will probably be the one you do like. But like I said, it's very simplistic from what you're seeing here. I had to pick it up, man. I mean, when I see Sega on a game, you know, I take interest immediately. I love what Sega puts out. They're like another version of Atlas, pretty much, I would say. But Sega puts out good stuff, you gotta admit. Alright. Alright, so this PS4 game I got just because I saw it for cheap. I got this for 32 bucks. This is AI, the Somnium Files, a Special Agent Edition. This is like a text visual novel game, I believe they call it. And I just wanted to take a chance on it. You know, I don't know too much about it, but a lot of people were saying it's a really good game. So I want that good experience. And the guy who made this game, or part of the team who made this game, they made the Zero Escape series, which you know is 9999, Virtuous Last Reward, and freaking Zero Time Dilemma. So Zero Time Dilemma being my favorite is the end of the series, but I said I'll take a chance on it because I like those games a lot. I almost got my platinum on Zero Time Dilemma, but I can't find all the files yet. Hopefully I'll go back and I'll try to get them one day. But anyways, if you've seen this game, if you know about this game, let me know about it, because like I said, I've only gotten to the beginning of it. I didn't really get to delve into it too much, but it looked interesting, and something else I wanted to take a chance on it. All right, we're down to my last three. Oh my god, thank goodness, dude. I can't believe we made it through here. 52 minutes in so far. All right, last three. So got these on the cheap at GameStop, but here's the first one. Gunslingers for $5. I got this about a month ago, and I was so happy to find this because people were charging like $40 and up for it, and I was like, man. And I was looking around the GameStop, and I was almost about to leave, and because I got to look at stuff twice because I'll miss something. And I was about to leave. I said, you know, look at the Wii games again. I looked in there and I saw the game. I couldn't believe I saw it. It's like one of those moments where you're like, oh my god, am I dreaming right now? And you know, it's only it's not that much money online, like $40 and up. But still, I was just happy to find it for $5. I was like, dude, yes. This is a what you would call a gallery shooter or a rail shooter game. You play as 4 people from the Western days, and they're pretty generic characters and whatnot. But like I said, it is a rail game for the Nintendo Wii. And it's something that's actually pretty cool. So finding this for $5 was pretty much my highlight. And yeah, man, just finding stuff on the cheap like that at GameStop, man. That's why I tell you guys I love GameStop so much. So you can find stuff like this on the cheap there. You just gotta be there at the right time, I guess. All right, next one here is the Skycrawlers Innocent Aces. This is made by the creators of Ace Combat, and it's pretty much like a flight simulation game, I would say, in a way. It's very story driven though. It's based off an anime series, or anime movie, I believe. And it's got anime cutscenes in here. I don't know if they're different from the movie or the same as the movie or whatnot. But still, for $5, I said I'll take a chance on this game. And hopefully it won't let down. I don't think it will. But, you know, $5 speaks for itself. You know what I mean? So I said, why not? I'll take a chance on it. Alright, and last game. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. We're done. La Lumana 1 and 2 for the PS4. La Lumana 1 and 2, well, okay, I knew about these games. I had the Vita version of part 1. So, back in the day when I was a kid, I had my IBM computer, and I used to play this game called Pharaoh's Tomb. And a lot of you guys probably don't know about Pharaoh's Tomb, but I used to play the heck out of that game. And I got pretty far, and it was pretty good at it, but when I beat the game, it said you got to get book 4 or something like that. It came like in 4 volumes, and I was a kid that got lucky and got a friend that copied it for me. And very fun game. This game reminds me of those games pretty much, but this is more Metroidvania, whereas Pharaoh's Tomb is more like level-based and everything like that. But the whole premise of searching temples and stuff like that, you know, it kind of reminds me of one of another pretty much. Lalamana Part 1, you kind of like going through temples and everything, solving puzzles, trying to stay out of traps and everything like that. Fun game, good music. Part 2, more the same, but it's actually a better game, I believe. You play as the main character's daughter, I believe, or whatnot. But this special edition comes with like soundtrack, a puzzle, and all kind of cool stuff. I was very impressed with this. So, but yeah, this is the last game I'm showing you guys. Happy to have another pickups video done, thankfully. Where did that go? Something fell. But yeah, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these videos. You know, I like bringing them to you. I have many more coming. I mean, I'm back ahead of the game now. Now that I finished this one, this was going to be one of the difficult ones to do. But I'm happy to do these videos for you guys. And like I said, I'll be active in the comments. You know, talking with you guys about certain pickups and stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think of the games I picked up, if you played them, or if you are looking for them or whatnot, or things for me to look for in the games when I do play them. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. I am tired as hell. I'm about to go to bed. Radical Reggie, and I will see you guys later.